Alrighty, this is part two. And you guys better enjoy this series while you can, because the time is near, man. The moment is soon coming when I'm going to be king, guys. Once I'm king, it's the end of the world, obviously. The world will never be the same once they see me trending and they see my movies and my doc. World unheard of glory, obviously. Yeah, you're going to be left behind. You're not going to be saved. And all you people who knew my life, who kept this what? Who kept this from me, obviously. Oh, we know Ivan's God, we're not going to tell him. We know his family are loaded. You know what I'm saying? We know the door's locked. We know he has a wife. We're not going to tell him, obviously. Yeah, you guys get what you deserve. You're not going to be safe. And see his people are not allowed to work for my company. As if you think I'm just going to hire some average guy and pay him $1 million, you're crazy. You're not worth that. Only the celebrities are worth their millions, whereas the average person is not worth his millions. You see what I'm saying? Huh? Yeah, hopefully, yeah. Hopefully, what? Hopefully, I can be Ivan's friend, his fake friend, obviously. And when he's king, he hooks me up with a job, and he pays me my millions. I'm like, no, I will never pay an average person his millions. They're not worth it. I'd pay you your 50K, 60K a year, 70, 80K. I will never pay you 150, 100, or what. Only the celebrities are worth that kind of. The celebrities are worth the millions because they have status, they have value. They did big budget movies. Everyone, a lot of millions of people know who they are. Yeah, they have value. Whereas the average person, nobody knows who they are. You know what I'm saying? They're not worth. They have like 300, 1,000, 600 followers on their social media. They're not worth what? They're millions, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, obviously. Yes, you got to watch out for the animals, and the animals in Hollywood, the sharks, man. You got to watch out, because they're greedy people, especially guys like Keanu Reeves, Peter Jackson, Mel Gibson, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck. They're all greedy animals. Scarlett Johansson took Disney to court. That's how you know she's a greedy animal. And Keanu Reeves took all the $250 million for Matrix. That's how you know Keanu Reeves is a greedy animal. You couldn't even give Eric Carry On Moss like $4 million of your money, man. I would have done that, man. Fuck, I'm not giving Carry On Moss $4 million of my money because he's greedy, obviously. Yeah. If you make 40, if you make 40, if you make 40, 20, 25, I can understand you not giving your money to another actor. But if you make $250 million, it's a slap in the face to make $250 million and someone else makes $1 million. A slap in the face. All right, what about you? You're greedy too. No, no, no. There's a difference between me and the actors. Me and those greedy animals. Like, even though I'm making way more than Hollywood actors, I'm actually giving them a nice piece of the profits. Like tens of millions, man. A couple $1 million to tens of millions. And so I'm greedy, but I'm not cheap. I'm generous. You know what I'm saying? So even though the amount of money Keanu Reeves is making compared to how much I'm making is pocket change, I am giving him like a nice like 90, 100, $110 million of my money. So I gave him a good. He signed a massive contract, but it's still pocket change compared to how much me and VJ are making. Because me and VJ are gonna make our tens of billions. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Keanu Reeves couldn't even give Carrie Ann Moss for like $4 million. Couldn't even give her $4 million of his money, man. He took the whole thing, man. I heard there's a rumor that he put. I heard Keanu Reeves took a pay cut and he put like a lot of money towards special effects, and he bought like the crewman bikes. Some of the crewman bikes he gave people like Christmas gift cards, and like he paid like all the main guys like $1 million salary from the salary. But that's a rumor. Chances are Keanu Reeves did not do that. Chances are he took the whole $2 million because he's greedy. Obviously, he's a greedy animal. He's a greedy shark. You know what I'm saying. Fuck, I'm not giving Carrie On Moss $4 million. I'm taking all the money to myself. Yeah, but I believe Carrie On Moss deserved at least a good $3-4 million of his money, man. Because Carrie On Moss had a big part to play in the Matrix. Yeah, Keanu Reeves was the main star, obviously, and Lawrence Fishburne. Don't hate me, Carrie On Moss, but Carrie On Moss was had a big part to play. She deserved at least a nice like $4 million of Keanu Reeves' money. But Warner Bros. Paid Keanu Reeves $250 million and they paid her one. That's why you know some of the CEOs in Hollywood are what? They're fucking assholes, man. Like you offer Keanu Reeves $250, you can't even pay Carrie On Moss a nice like $4 million. They're fucking Hollywood CEOs. They're what? They're fucking weird. They're fucking weird people, man. Yeah. Because in Hollywood, how it works in Hollywood, the women make way less than the men. The male actors are the male A-listers are the ones who make the real dough. The woman actors don't make as much as the male actors. They make less. Like the big woman actors can bargain for a lot of money, but not as much as the men. Like the men are the ones who can bargain for their 15, 20, whereas most of the A-list women actors probably bargain for their 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12 million around there. And in the rare case, some of them can make 20. Like I heard Jennifer Lawrence, she can demand a lot of money. She can demand her like $20 million salary. But most women in Hollywood don't make 20 million. Most big women actors probably make around 8 million, 7 million, 10 maybe. Natalie Portman, I heard, made about 7, 8 million for Thor Love and Thunder. And then Chris Hemsworth got his nice $20 million salary, see what I'm saying? Yeah. Guaranteed Keanu Reeves might get a bit angry when I give him that conditional deal. He's like, Ivan, why is 0.3 such a big deal to you, Ivan? The more money you should make, like you're making your tens of billions, and you're making a big fuss over an extra $40, $50 million, Ivan. Even if I make $200 million, why is it such a big deal to you, Ivan? It's pocket change amounts you're making on my Keanu. I'm not gonna let you do it like that. If the movie does more, you get 0.2. You'll still make your 80, 90, 100, 112 million royalties. My movie does $140 million in sales for The Great Escape. You get a nice, and you get 0.2, you're still gonna make your $100 million. You know what I'm saying? You signed a good deal. Excluding your rich, like, $60 million paycheck with your bonuses and your salary. That's a good deal, Keanu. Oh, it's a deal. Yeah, it's a good deal. And you give him $250,000 for the re-release. That's a good deal for Keanu Reeves. I'm not going any higher than $250K for the royalty checks. I don't want these guys duping me, man. Ivan, what about $1 million? What about $2 million? Are you going to give Keanu Reeves and Scarlett Johansson $2 million for the release? I'm like, no, they're not. You're not Peter Jackson. You're not as big as Peter Jackson. I'm not going to fucking pay you a $2 million royalty check. You're not as big. Oh, you're paying Peter $2 million. Yeah, you're not Peter, man. Peter's much bigger than you guys. You're small compared to Peter. That's why I'm giving him a rich $2 million. You're not as big as him. He's a mastermind behind that big empire, man. That big Lord of the Rings empire. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. See what I'm saying? Yeah. Guaranteed Scarlett Johansson will get angry too. Ivan, why is 0.1 such a big deal to you? If I make $67 million off your movie, why are you making a big deal out of that? Like, you're going to make your tens of billions on my Scarlett. If the movie does more, you get 0.07. You're still going to make your $45 million, even $50 million in royalties. My movie does $150 billion and you get 0.07, you're going to make your like $48 million. That's a good deal, Scarlett. Excluding your rich like $47.5 million salary with your bonuses. It's a good deal. Same goes for Ben Affleck. If he gets greedy and he wants like more, he gets angry. Ivan, like, why are you making such a big deal out of 0.1? If I make $50 million in royalties, like, that's pocket change amounts you're making. I'm like, Ben, you're not even worth my royalties. I'm just nice to give you pieces of royalties. This is a good deal. If the movie does more, you get 0.07. That's my offer. Yeah, but you're giving Keanu Reeves 0.3, 0.2. Yes, Keanu Reeves is much bigger than you guys. His net worth is double your net worth, guys. You're not him. Ben Affleck is big, but he's not as big as Keanu Reeves. Scarlett Johansson's big. She's not. You're not Keanu Reeves, guys. Don't hate me. You're not Keanu Reeves. Hence why I'm paying him way more than you, because you're not him. See what I'm saying? You're not him. Hence why I'm paying Keanu. Yeah, but you're giving Keanu Reeves 0.2 if the movie does. Yes, he's bigger than you guys, man. You're not him. Even though you guys are bigger A-listers, there's ranks. You have ranks within the bigger A-lister ranks too. You have the ones who are worth 70 to like 100, and you have the ones who are worth like 100, 200. You have the ones who are worth 200 to like 300, and you have the really big ones who are worth 300 million plus. You have like 4 different ranks, man. Yeah. You're not him. I'm not going to let you do him like that, man. And Scarlett has to make it angry. I'm like, Scarlett, if you're angry, you're more than welcome to work in Hall Media. They're saving you on my offer. And I can just pay your flat salary and your bonus, and that's it. I won't give you a piece of roll. I mean, it's a deal. Yeah, I give you good deals, man. You're very generous. We're not even worth royalties. Yes, you're not worth my royalties, and I'm nice enough to give you a piece of the royalties. Because guarantee Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni, they're going to tell me, Ivan, like, why are you giving all these actors a piece of your money? They're not even worth your money, Ivan. They're just, Ivan, even though they're Hollywood actors and they'll build some buzz, at the end of the day, the world's excited to see you and your wife, and they don't care. They don't really care about these actors. They care a little bit, obviously, but at the end of the day, you're the main show, Ivan. Like, these actors are just worth their flat millions, and that's it. They're not worth taking your royalties and getting that rich salary, Ivan. My guys, know what I'm doing. If you give them a piece of the royalties, they're going to work hard for me. And they're going to destroy the role. The Zane's actors are going to destroy the role. The Gracie actors are going to destroy the role. See what I'm saying? Yeah. You also got to watch out for the small A's. The small A's are also sharks too. High chance Johnson Zenzi might try and get even 0.07, 0.06 like John. I'm not going to give you 0.06. You're not worth that. You're a small A's actor. You're only worth like $30 million. You get 0.02% of the profits. That's good for Johnson Zenzi. 0.02 or 0.03 you can pay him. Depends how much he's worth. If he's worth like 40 million, I'll pay him 0.03. You'll make his nights like 12 million royalties. That's good enough, John. If you don't like it, you're more than welcome to work in Hollywood and make your 5 million. I have an instant deal. Yeah. Same goes for Brie Larson. If she's chosen, I'm not paying her any more than 10 million. If she wants like, I'm not paying Brie any more than like 11.5 for the role. I'll match her salary with Paul Bettany's salary for the Great Escape movie. And if she gets greedy and she wants 13, I'm like, Brie, I'm not going to pay you in 1.5. Yeah, but I did Marvel. Yes. You may be the star in your Captain Marvel series and for Marvel, but for my movie, you're not the main show. I'm not going to pay you in more than 11.5. That's good enough. As you don't make this in Hollywood, you probably make your 5-6 million for your movies. So I'm saying I'll give you a nice 0.02% of the profits. Because Brie Larson's worth like 25 million. Guaranteed by the Great Escape, she'll be worth her $30 million. You can give her 0.02% of the profits. And I'll give Paul Bettany 0.0. Paul Bettany's worth about the same amount of money, 25. By then, he'll be worth probably about 30 million. Give him and Brie Larson 0.02% of the profits. They all signed their nice what? They signed their like $21 million deals. Nice. They're probably going to make a good 10 million in royalties. 8 to 10 million royalties they're going to make. They signed their like 18 to $20 million deal. Money that they don't make in Hollywood. See what I'm saying, huh? Yeah. And if Michael B. Jordan and Zoe King are chosen with the Great Escape, I'm not going any higher than 9 for Michael. If he wants like 14 like Michael, you're not worth $14 million for my movie. Yeah, but you're paying Brie. Yeah, Brie is bigger than you, Michael. Like, yeah, you're an ace actor, but you're not that big, man. You know what I'm saying? He's like a rising A-list actor pretty much, right? You're an A-list actor, Michael, but you're not that big, man. You're not that big. You're only worth like by then he might be worth maybe $70 million. You're not that big, Michael. You're an A-list actor, but you're still growing. You know what I'm saying? You're not as big as Brie. You're not as big as Paul. You're not as big as John. I'm not gonna pay you any more than 9. That's a good deal. You don't make this in Hollywood. You make your like 3, 4, 5 million for your movies in Hollywood. I'm giving all evidence and I'll give you 0.01% of the profits. What about 0.02? No. I'm not giving Michael 0.02. He's not worth that, man. I'll give him 0.01. You're going to make your nice 5, 6 million royalties. It's a nice paycheck for Michael B. Jordan. So Michael B. Jordan signed like his what? He signed like his, I don't know, it was $16 million deal. It's a nice paycheck for him. He made $9 million. And he'll make probably a good $6 million in royalties. He signed like his $15 million deal. Money that what? Money that bigger A's was making in Hollywood. I gave Michael B. Jordan a good deal. If I choose him, because Michael B. Jordan and Zoe King I'm just throwing their names out there. High chance I'll choose someone else. But high chance I will perhaps pick Brie Larson and John Krasinski. Because Brie Larson has that secret agent look. I saw her in Captain Marvel. I mean, yeah, she's perfect for a secret. I can picture her as a secret agent. Obviously. And you can have her be John Krasinski's wife in the movie. And if Zoe King and Michael B. Jordan are chosen, I can have them be husband and wife in the movie, the other couple who died. So if you're in my, by the way, guys, you guys are going to be dying. You guys are going to die in my movie. I'm going to kill you off in my movie, hence why you need to prepare yourself mentally for the role, obviously. Because all the couples who work for the company, they all die. The company kills them. And you need to prepare, guys. I'm going to kill you off for the role. I have no worry about, we'll destroy the role. Yeah, Michael B. Jordan will accept my deal. That's a good deal. Like, he doesn't make $9 million in Hollywood. He makes like 4, 5, 3 million for his movies. I'm gonna keep saying this. The only actors in Hollywood who can negotiate for the rich like 10 plus million are the bigger ones. And sometimes the smaller ones can negotiate for that kind of money too, but it's rare. Chances are if the guy is a small ace actor who's worth 30, 35, 25, 20, 18, 15, $10 million, chances are those actors make on average 2, 3, 4, 5 million around them for their movies. In a rare case, they can negotiate for even 10, 15, 20 million. It just depends. The only small ace actors who can negotiate for the really, really big money are the ones who are in superhero movies, like DC and Marvel. Those ones can negotiate for the more money. Because Marvel movies tend to gross a lot more money. Hence why they can grow. They're bigger movies, hence why those actors can negotiate for money. Like, for example, what's his name? Jason Momoa is a smaller ace actor, and yet he made $50 million for what? He made his rich $50 million for Aquaman 1. The first movie, and I heard he's on track to make 20, even 25 million. Rocketman 2, and he's only worth like 10, 12 million dollars. He's a small ace actor. And I heard what's her name. I heard Gal Gadot made shitty money. I heard she made like shitty money for the first Wonder Woman. I heard for the second one she made more money. You see what I'm saying? And yeah, and for the only small ace actors who can really make the dough are the ones who do superhero movies. They can negotiate for even 15, even 20 million. The small ace actors. Whereas the bigger ones on average make 15, 12, 10, 8, even $20 million. And some even make 30, 40. If the guy's really, really big. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I gave all those actors a good deal. Oh, Ivan, it's a deal. Yeah, I gave you a good deal. Obviously. You're very generous, Ivan. Like, we're not even worth royalties. Yes, you're not worth my royalties. I'm giving you a nice piece of royalties. A nice 6, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 million dollars in royalties. Excluding your already rich salary, I gave you a good deal. That's a good deal for all those actors. So accept my deal, and you get your $250,000 royalty check for the re-release, and you get your $250,000 royalty check for the merge. Nice paycheck. With the $250,000, you can get nice clothes with that money. Buy a nice car. Yeah, I'm gonna use, and you also get your speaking fee earnings. A nice $200,000, $150K in speaking fee earnings. Nice paycheck. Buy another car with that money. A nice Lamborghini, a nice Porsche, a nice BMW, a nice what? You can go on a vacation with your family. You can what? You can pay for your kids' school with that money. You can buy your kids nice clothes. Buy yourself nice clothes. Yeah, it's a nice paycheck, obviously. Yeah, I gave them a good deal. I gave them a good deal. See what I'm saying? I gave them a good deal, obviously. You have to be careful. Do not let these animals dupe you. Do not let the animals dupe you. See what I'm saying? Do not let the animals dupe you. Do not let the animals dupe you, guys. Yeah. Because all the Hollywood actors' agents are all going to try and get a piece of that moolah, man. Oh, yeah, do your very best to get a good chunk of Ivan's royalties for his 4K Blu-ray sales. Yes, hence why you got to be careful. I'm not stupid. I'm not going to let these animals dupe me, man. If you're a biggest actor, you don't get squat. If you're a rising star, you don't get squat. The only actors who are getting a piece of the royalties, regardless of their status, is the what? Is the Zanus actor. Because Zanus is a special story, and I want them to destroy the role. Whereas all my other movies, the biggest actors and rising stars don't get shit. You get your flat salary, your flat 2.5, 2 million, 3 million, 3.5 million, and you get your $250K royalty check, and that's it. You're not getting your commercial money, and that's it. You're not getting squats off the profits. You know what I'm saying? I know some of the biggest actors are like, yeah, but Ivan, you gave some of the biggest actors a piece of profit for Zayans. Yeah, Zayans was a special story. I'm never what I did for Zayans, I'm never doing that again. As for Zayans, I'm giving like 15, 16 people, 15, 16, like 18 people a piece of my royalties, man. Something crazy. And so I'm gonna go a bit over 1%. I'm gonna go like 0.2 over 1%. Me and Vijay are gonna make like 70.8% of the profits. See what I'm saying? And that's why I want to do that 72.28 deal with Amazon. That way I make my 70%. I don't make my 68.8, 69.8. That really, really pisses me off. And that's why I want to do 72.28 with Amazon. Obviously. See what I'm saying? Do not let the Hollywood sharks dupe you, man. You don't see VJ. You're not getting shit. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, don't VJ guarantee John Favreau will even tell me. You know, Ivan, I think you're being, I don't know, they might tell me with the Zayn Sackers, Ivan, I think you're being a bit too generous with the Zayn Sackers, man. Like, you're giving them, like, you're already paying them a rich salary, and you're giving them a nice, like, $5, $6, $10 million of your money, Ivan. Like, they're not even worth your royalties. Like, you're the main show. It's all about you and VJ, Ivan. Like, it's not about them. It's about, I'm not be the main show, VJ. Don't hate me. So VJ is the main show, too. She's like my sidekick. Ivan, it's about you and VJ. It's not about them. You guys are God. It's your money. You have the keys. It's your money, Ivan. They're only making that money because of you. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yeah, guys, I know what I'm saying. But like Peter's like, Ivan, like, you're fucking crazy. I would never do that. You're already paying them good enough money, Ivan. Like you're the main show. Like, why are you giving like Vigo and like Don and all of them like a piece of your money, Ivan? They're not worth it. Like, they're worth their nice like $10 million, $12 million, whatever it is, Ivan. But they're not worth that and taking a piece of your royalties, Ivan. They're Hollywood actors. They're big actors. They have value. Obviously, they'll build more buzz. Oh my God, that's Vigo. That's Don. That's John Boyega. They'll build buzz, Ivan. But at the end of the day, the whole world's going crazy because they want to see you and your wife, Ivan. It's not about them. And you're giving them a piece of your money, Ivan. Like you're fucking crazy. I'd take those such yourself. Like Peter, you're being greedy, man. You're being greedy, Peter. Ivan, like it's good to be. Ivan, greed is good, man. You don't want to let these people take advantage of you, Ivan. They're not worth your royalties. Like it's your money. You're giving them your money, Ivan? Like, you're fucking crazy, Ivan. I would never do that. You're paying him good enough money, Ivan. You pay Vigo $10 million, that's good enough. He's walking away with like a $4.5 million check in his bank after taxes and the rates. With that money's enough to last him for 10, 15 plus years, Ivan. Like, he can buy his nice cars with that money. He can pay his bills. You know what I'm saying? He can go on vacation with his family. He can go to the bar with that money. You also gave him a $2,000 gift card and $6,000 worth of commercial money, Ivan, and a $250K road check. That's good enough. This is more money than what he made for Lord of the Rings. He made peanuts for Lord of the Rings. He still worked hard for me. And you're paying him as rich $10 million. You don't have to worry, Ivan. He'll work hard for you, Ivan. I'm like, Peter, you're being greedy. If I give him a piece of royalties, they're going to work harder for me. I know what I'm doing. You want Vigo and John Boyega and Yvonne Jose and Ariana Grande and John Rhys Davis and all of them to destroy the role and Carl Urban to destroy the role. I'll give them a piece of royalties. That way they work even double harder for you. And they're going to destroy the role. Yeah, you're right, Ivan. If you give them a piece of royalties, they're going to work double harder for me than even my cast in Lord of the Rings. Yes, your cast in Lord of the Rings, Peter, destroyed the role. They worked really hard for you. Unheard of acting, and yet they got peanuts for it. And yet and I'm paying these my Zayn stars. I'm paying your stars way more money. They're millions. I'm giving them a piece of royalties. They're going to work harder for me, Peter. I know what I'm doing. Trust me, Peter. I'm not stupid. I'm not gonna give guys like John Boyega and all like 0.1% of my money. No, otherwise they'll rip me off. Only the bigger A's hackers are worth that kind of money in that sense. But I'm giving them only a small, tiny piece, Peter, like a nice $5 million in royalties. It's not that big of a deal. Yeah, but Ivan, like that's your money, Ivan. Like you're just gonna give them your money like that. Like they're not even worth your royalties. You're the main show, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Peter, it's not a big deal. I know what I'm doing. If you give them a piece of royalties, they're gonna work hard for me. They're gonna completely destroy the role. Destroy the role for my movie. They're gonna destroy the role for my movie, Peter. I know what I'm doing. Peter's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Pay them that money. I'm just saying they're ripping you off, Ivan. Hands down, they're ripping you off. You know what I'm saying? There's nothing. No, they're ripping you off, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. Yeah. But Peter will be shocked. Because Peter will be in the room with me when I sign all the actors. And once I sign, I don't know, once the 2 weeks or in a good 5 days, I would have signed all the actors. I don't know, the 5 days are up. We did our 5 takeouts. Peter Jackson will tell me, we're like, holy shit, Ivan. It's like, this is the biggest contract ever for an entire cast. You know what I'm saying? He's like, this is the biggest contract ever for an entire cast. You know what I'm saying? He's like, Ivan, like you're like this is unheard of money, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? He's shocked, Peter, because I paid all the crewmen a lot of money, and I paid all the actors a lot of money. He's like, holy shit, he's shocked. Ivan, like no cast for any movie made their consistent millions like this, man. How it works in Hollywood, only a few people make a lot of money. Everyone else gets their shitty money. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Peter, I have a $10 million budget towards salaries. I have enough to pay all these actors in millions. Holy shit, 410, yeah. Like, Ivan, you can pay the Lord of the Rings crewman their nice, like, $150,000 salary. He'll be shocked, like, holy shit, like, you're paying Lord of the Rings crewman $150K, Ivan, you're being a bit too generous. They're not worth that, Ivan. Like, you pay them, Peter will be like, Ivan, just pay them, like, $45K, $50K, it's good enough. Like, if the founders that money, I'm like, Peter, you're being greedy, man. I know what I'm doing. There's nothing worse than me and VJ. There's nothing worse than Lord of the Rings crewman knowing me and VJ are going to make our tens of billions, and these actors are making their millions, and you're making your hundreds of millions, and you're paying them $50K. They might slack off. Ivan, trust me, my Lord of the Rings crewmen worked hard for me for Lord of the Rings. They got shitty money. You don't have to worry about them slacking off. If you pay them $50K, that's good enough to work hard for them, like Peter. I know what I'm doing. If you want the crewmen to work double hard, if you want to get better sets, if you don't want Lars appearing out of nowhere, if you don't want messy CGI, bad editing, obviously, that you got for Two Towers, and for Two Towers, obviously, and Return of the King, if you don't want something messy like that happening, pay the crewmen a nice $150K, that way they work hard for you. I know what I'm doing. If you want your Lord of the Rings crewmen to work harder for you, Peter, and build the best sets ever, you know what I'm saying? Design the best sets, build the best sets, put on good makeup effects, hair effects, create the best costumes, the best weapons. You want them to work harder for you. Pay everyone a good $150,000 salary. That way they work harder for you, Peter. They're gonna work harder for you. Ivan, you're right. Like if my Lord of the Rings crewmen are gonna work double harder for your movie than they even did for Lord of the Rings. Yes, because I paid them more money. Because for Lord of the Rings, some of your crewmen quit. I heard. Ivan, some of my lighting crew quit. They quit on me, man. I'm like, yeah. Why did they quit? Because they got paid their shitty money. They got paid like 30K. 30K is not worth the labor, and the labor wasn't worth the salary, and the salary wasn't worth the labor. Whereas 150K is worth the labor, and the labor is worth the salary, obviously. I don't have to worry about any of the Lord of the Rings crewmen quitting on me because they're getting paid their rich 150K. They're all going to walk away with like an $80,000, $100,000 plus check in their bank after taxes. They can do good things with that money, hence I don't have to worry about them quitting on me. See what I'm saying? I don't have to worry about the Lord of the Rings crewmen quitting on me because I paid them a good salary. I paid them a good salary. I don't have to worry about the Lord of the Rings crewmen quitting on me because I paid them a good salary. See what I'm saying? I paid them a good salary. I paid them a good salary. See what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't have to worry about the Lord of the Rings crewmen quitting on me. Yeah, man. Yeah, we're not going to quit on Ivan. Ivan pays a rich salary, a rich six-figure salary. Yes, I paid the Lord of the Rings crewmen a rich six-figure salary. So I don't have to worry about them quitting on me. See what I'm saying? Yeah, I don't have to worry about the Lord of the Rings crewmen quitting on me. They're going to work really hard for me. See what I'm saying? They're going to work really, really hard for me, the Lord of the Rings crewmen. Yeah. If you thought they worked... I saw the behind the scenes of Lord of the Rings. I saw how hard they were working, man. Holy shit, these guys are working hard. And they got peanuts. Most of them got on average to 30, 35, 40K for the movie. Because Hollywood cannot afford to pay all the crewmen 150K. No. They can't afford that. How it works is they pay the actors their millions. They pay a couple actors their rich millions, and the rest get shitty money. And the crewmen make way, way less to have balance, obviously. In Hollywood, the crewman only costs... In Hollywood, the crewman only cost the studio a good like $30 million. Because if you pay 300, 400 crewmen 30K, it's only like $30 million on your budget. It's not that expensive, obviously. Whereas if you pay the 150K, it's going to affect your budget, obviously. But Hollywood can't afford to pay the crewman 150K. Hence why I'm going to keep saying is Hollywood, if you can't afford to pay the crewmen a good salary, fly them privately, don't fly them commercial, and feed them with a luxurious buffet. Don't feed them shittier food. Even if you feed them a buffet, don't feed them shitty food, though. Because there's nothing worse than getting served a buffet, but you're getting served shitty food. Like spaghetti and chili and meat, potatoes, and veggies. No, don't serve them that. And get served water and orange juice. No. Have a nice Coke vending machine with Orange Crush, you know what I'm saying? Mountain Dew, 7-Up, Sprite, Coke. You know what I'm saying? And you serve them nice like sliders and pizza. They're going to work hard for you, man. Even double hard. A nice dessert with cheesecake, chocolate cake, white cake, nice options of ice cream, apple crisp, apple pie, blueberry pie, strawberry pie. They're going to work harder for you, man. You give them a nice breakfast with eggs, bacon, sausages, French toast, waffles, pancakes, strudels, Captain Crunch cereal, oatmeal cereal, Fruit Loops. They're going to a nice coffee and French vanilla and tea. They're going to work hard for you, man. They're going to work really, really hard. Yeah. And you give them 3 beers once a week. You don't have to give them 3 beers, but if you give them a nice, better food, they're gonna work harder for you. Whereas if you give them shittier food, they're gonna slack off more. Hence why you got ladders appearing out of nowhere in Two Towers, and you had a lot of messy CGI in Return of the King and Return of the King. Return of the King had the most messy CGI. You had a lot of bad CGI in that movie. Two Towers had some bad CGI too. I told you when the ring waves were flying on the what. When the scene when what? the scene when Faramir was like Nazgul. Remember in the end, and Frodo's tempted. He goes up. He wants to give the race on rings the ring, and then Sam prevents him from doing that, and he fall down the stairs. Remember that part? Remember when you saw? Remember when you saw the ring race on the wings? That looked very cheesy, man. It looked like they they took the ring wraith and they took the what? It looked like they took the ring wraith on wings and they just copy and pasted on the fucking movie. It was bad. That was bad CGI, man. That was pretty bad. Yes, if you don't want to get messy stuff like that happening for your movie, Peter, you need to pay Weta Digital a good salary, a nice $170 salary, and feed them well. Give them once-a-month parties, that way they work hard for you. I know if I pay Weta Digital like 50, 60K, chances are in my movie I'm going to catch cheesy scenes. You know what I'm saying? Peter, like, the Lars appearing out of nowhere was a big, massive plot hole in your fucking movie, man. It looks very, very bad when what? You see the Orc army, you don't see them carrying any ladders. You see the Orc army like 3-4 times. When Aragorn's injured, he recovers from his injury after the dream with Arwen, obviously. He's on his horse, he sees the army. You didn't see the Orcs carrying any ladders, guys. The scene when Saruman's like, you shall march to Helm's Deep! You saw the Orc army, no ladders. No sign of any ladders. You see what I'm saying? The scene when Merry and Pippin are on top of Treeberg, they're going to war. The war has started, and you saw the army marching from afar. You didn't see them carrying ladders, and all of a sudden when they approach the walls, you see like 10 ladders appearing out of nowhere. I'm like, where the fuck did all those ladders come from? Yeah, it's a plot hole, man. A plot hole in the story. Yeah, that's a plot hole. Yes! They fucking slacked off. Weta Digital slacked off. They worked hard for Peter, obviously, but because they got shitty money, and they got shitty food, obviously, and Warner Bros. Put pressure on them, rule number 1, never put pressure on your special effects team. If you do that, you're going to stress them out, and chances are they're going to rush some scenes, and you're going to catch cheesy scenes in your movie, man. Never ever rush your special effects team. They're the foundation and heart of your fucking movie. The cinematographers, the entire crew are the foundation of your movie, obviously, but the special effects team are the heart and soul of your movie. They're the people who put in the special effects and all that stuff. And special effects is dirty work. It's not editing, and special effects is dirty work. It's a lot of work. They're the ones who put the finishing touches on your movie, man. Don't put pressure on them, and don't feed them shitty food. And if you can afford to pay them good money, pay them good money that way they work hard for you. Not where you don't get ladders appearing out of nowhere, and you don't get bad editing whereby what? You see the men, where the orcs have breached Helm's Deep, retreat. You see like 100 men left. You know what I'm saying? We remember that scene. Yeah, you remember that scene, you know what I'm saying? They all go, you see a bunch of people, they go up, the orcs breach, obviously. And then the next scene, you see like 10 men left. Like, what the fuck happened to all when they died? Okay, well, show us how they died. How did they just all die like that? Like, it doesn't make any sense. It's a plot, it's just bad editing. Yeah, bad editing, because what? The editors slacked off in some scenes, obviously. Yeah, because what? Hollywood paid them the shittier money. They're 40, 50K, and they put pressure on them. And they serve them shittier meat, potato, pasta, and spaghetti and chili. And so they're gonna slack off some scenes. You're gonna catch some cheesy scenes in your movie, guaranteed. Whereas for my movie, I don't have to worry about any of that stuff. I don't have to worry about cheesy special effects. Cheesy editing in my movie, because I paid all the what? The special effects team good money. More money, and I spoiled them with luxury buffet, and I gave them once-a-month parties, 3 beers. They're gonna work harder for me. And I didn't put pressure on them. Okay, guys? Be honest with me. How long will it take for you? Amazon's waiting. How long will it take for you to edit the 3 movies by the what? By the red carpet? It'll take us 8 months. Okay, are you sure? I don't mind waiting. No, we can get it on 8 months. And because I didn't put pressure on them, they won't be stressed out.